I would well and truly be lost without this service. I love it. I rave about it all the time to my friends. Sort of a hospital away from hospital, really. It doesn't feel like you're in a unit.
I would start by saying that all patients would always have their first treatment in Cheltenham at our base, because when you're giving a patient a drug for the first time, you want to be in the safest possible environment.
It's the same from hospital to here. We give them a very friendly kind of introduction. We show them around, kind of give them a bit of insight on what to expect. We kind of emphasise the fact it's not as clinical as a hospital. We want them to feel as comfortable as possible.
The patients we had this morning, for instance, were all, because they were on cycle 2 or 3 or whatever, they were all coming here for the first time. I don't think any of them knew what to expect. I mean, for a start, it actually, as you walk on, it kind of looks like you're coming into something quite small. You come in and it's actually a little bit more on here than you would imagine.
Sort of the TARDIS effect. They really like it, and I think there is that kind of personal touch on the mobile unit. One, because there's just the 4 chairs in there, they're close next to the nurses, they can build up that rapport with the nurses, and I think they really, from the feedback that I get, they find it a good experience.
So I think they've probably got all sorts of questions, like, supposing I need to go to the loo whilst I'm having my treatment, but we actually have a little system, we've got a little loo on there, so they can mid an infusion go out to the loo.
First time, it's nice to come with somebody to get used to it, and then you're all right then, because it's a bit more relaxed. You're less stressed about it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a lot. It's a lot.
I've come through chemo, and actually this isn't quite the... It doesn't feel as medical coming here. It does all the same things, but for me it was less hospital trips. I've done all my hospital trips now, it's in my head, so it's nice not to have to do that.
It was easy because coming here takes maybe an hour out of my day. Going to Salisbury Hospital, 2 to 3 hours out of my day.
I live in Cirencester, and the injection's every 3 weeks, and it takes about 5 minutes to do. So if I was going to Cheltenham, it would be a 40-minute drive down there, injection, 40-minute drive back, which is half the day, and I'm working full time. Whereas instead it's sort of 10 minutes out from the house, quick injection, quick home again. It's time saver. It's brilliant. I love it. It's like a good little gossip session. I come on, I see everyone. It was lovely. And the roof, it's all bright and airy. It's not like a dingy bus.
I didn't even know it existed until the hospital told me, Cheltenham Hospital told me. And then I thought, oh, that's good. I'll try that.
I mean, I had my chemo in hospital, but everything else was here. They're all lovely across the board. It's just here, it's just that little bit quieter. You've sort of got that headspace to just sit and chill.
It's huge. It's everything. It is. It really means everything. To not fear coming on the bus, and you'll get greeted with a smile and offer of a cup of tea or coffee and a chat. It's great.
I think it is that unique thing about Hope for Tomorrow. It's such a special charity, and I know now it's so special to a lot of my patients' hearts. It's part of them.
I think what's probably most of all surprising is they'll say, gosh, that was much quicker than last time, and we're not rushing the treatments. The drug has to be given over 2 hours. But the point was, from the moment he stepped onto the bus, he was weighed, he was sat in his seat, made a hot drink. The moment the pump started to bleep to say the 5-minute warning, we could hear it, we could put the flush up. The moment he was finished, we could take the cannula out, and it was all, when you're in a hospital environment, because it's a much bigger setup, you've got to get through the door, you've got to check in, you've got to make your way to your chair. The pump will alarm when it's time to sort of put a flush up. There isn't somebody right on your doorstep going to be hearing that, so you might lose 5 minutes while somebody's coming across, and I'll get to you in a minute sort of thing. The whole thing stretches out.
When you're in a really awful situation, if you can laugh and you can smile, and the amazing team give you the ability to do that, it changes everything. It makes you feel more positive.